Alright, so we got a mitigation block. The short-term low didn't get taken out. We've tapped the 1 hour bullish breaker, also the 1 hour fair value gap, which is paired with the bullish breaker. So we have a 1 hour bullish uni for NQ, and we've tapped the 2 hour bullish breaker as well. So definitely can see higher prices here. Let's wait for the macro and see whether we get entry for longs. This is something that we would be taking. So initially you could enter off a tap on the wick of the mitigation. But we need to wait to be inside of macro, and as of yet we haven't seen ES displace higher. So we want to see a displacement on ES as well, and then obviously the drawn liquidity would be London highs to target. That's the level that we would look to target. Let's take a look on the 5-minute time frame to see whether this bearish breaker will get disrespected. Because as of yet, it's tapped a 5-minute bearish, which is a bearish unicorn for shorts. So we want to see this get disrespected, this bearish breaker here. Because bear in mind, guys, we have come out of this 4-hour bearish gap. And on NQ, we have that 1 hour bearish, which is still getting respected. And also the 30-minute bearish was respected on ES, which has not yet got inverse. So we have to monitor that along with the 1 hour on ES at 10 AM if we get to 10 AM without any opportunities. Okay, so far prior to the macro, we've seen price come out of this 5-minute bearish with the bearish breaker. So we've got a 5-minute bearish uni coming out of the 4-hour bearish and the 1 hour bearish, which has been respected on ES, and price is displaced lower on ES, and we're seeing a displacement lower again for price on NQ. So everything on the higher time frame is showing that we're seeing a bearish continuation here. Alright, I'm short. Alright, so that's first TP smashed, and then move the stops straight to break even at the breaker block. Second TP is at sell side liquidity at 21,353.25. So put it at 354, and then final TP is at sell side liquidity at 248. So we entered short of the breaker. As soon as it tapped inside of macro, we entered short off the bearish breaker coming out of the 5-minute bearish uni, and also the 1 hour bearish on ES, and ES is just taken sell side. So you could take a further portion of your position off there. So currently I'm 50% closed out at this point. And we're up around 40 handles since entry. And our second TP rests at sell side, which is around 65 points. And then final TP obviously at 170 points. Alright, ES just took that second level of sell side at 983. And obviously final TP, so ES has already taken second TP at 983. It'd be interesting to see whether it continues all the way to 956, which is our final TP for NQ as well. So if ES was to take this level of 956, then we would actually close out fully of our position. But we're not going to take second TP just because ES has taken it. We'll just take first as of now. And if NQ does take second and final, then obviously we'll take our full position at here for ES if ES takes it first. A few people were saying that they missed that trade. I'm not sure how you guys missed it. How many of you guys actually missed, obviously, this trade? So far, we've secured only 30 points, but we're still in, and I haven't been taken out of break even just yet. I got my stop at the bearish breaker, which we initially entered off. But how come some of you missed it? If you missed it, don't worry. Honestly, it's not a big deal whether you missed it. I already knew what you was going to do, so I already entered short. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys already see me switch bias. Initially, we was looking for longs, and then the 5-minute bearish breaker initially got respected. So then I switched my bias for shorts when I seen it displaced lower, cleanly on NQ and ES. And ES took out that short-term high, and same for NQ, and tapped into that 5-minute bearish. So that was the reason why we actually took this trade. So as soon as we entered inside of macro, we entered short off the bearish breaker, which you can see here. And at 9:45, we entered short. We had a first TP where we took off 50%, around 30 handles, and then second TPs at 65, and finals at 171 handles. And we're still inside this 3-minute bearish, so if price is going to start to move, we should start to accelerate lower towards second and final TP at this point. If not, then it will just take us out at break even. But we should start to see an acceleration here lower in price. We want to see this 1-minute bullish gap get inversed as well. And also 10 AM is about to approach, and if we respect this 1-hour bullish gap as we do, then price will likely continue higher, but we should have already seen it get inversed, and if it does get inversed, then it will obviously accelerate our trade lower towards second TP, but that will most likely be the decider whether we get taken out at break even or not at 10 AM. So ES just took that short-term low from where it initially swept sell side. And now we've just inversed that 1-minute bullish gap. And if we break this short-term low, then we should start to see NQ inverse that 1-hour bullish gap there. And also disrespect the bullish breaker, which means that price will likely accelerate towards second TP. What's full TP? Well, you can see here at sell side at 248 is our final TP, but I'm going to take more of my position on top step at this level of sell side here. Oh, there you have it. So that's second TP smashed right there. You see how fast that happened at 10 AM when the 1-hour bullish gap got inversed. So the 1-hour bullish gap got inversed and immediately it went to second TP. That's what I was saying. 10 AM will be the decider whether we get second TP or not. And so far we secured around 60 what, let me see. So as of now we should see an acceleration towards final TP. Now we've inversed that 1-hour bullish gap. So we've secured 64 points so far. Okay, as I said guys, once ES or NQ takes this level of sell side at 956, then we'll be taking that as a final TP. So if ES takes 956 before NQ takes final TP, then we will be obviously closing out fully. So every bearish confluence as of now should get respected. So this 1-minute bearish gap should get respected. If it gets disrespected, then we'll go back to our stops at... Also guys, move your stops at 407.50. So if this 1-minute bearish gets inversed, the upper 1-minute bearish gets inversed as well, then we're definitely going to go back to our stops at 407.50. Just tapped into that 1 hour eye for value gap there. Also tapped into that 4 hour bullish. Okay, so we've just inversed that 1 minute bearish gap. So it's probably likely that, to be fair, we're still inside the 2 minute bearish, which hasn't got inversed. But price is likely going to go to our stops at 407.50. Now it's inversed the two 1 minute bearish gaps. Someone said longs now. So I wouldn't be entering long right now. There's no reason why you should be entering longs, especially now we've inversed the 1 hour bullish. Of course, we've come out the 4 hour bullish, but there's no opportunity here for longs as of now. If you guys, someone called Fridge, if you explain why you think it would be a good opportunity to enter longs now. Of course, it could continue higher and take us out with our stops at 407, but I do not see the opportunity for longs. I don't see your reasoning behind why you would look for longs here. You probably have better odds if you was to go casino and put it on red or black, to be honest. Because if there's no thought process behind you taking a trade, then that's simply gambling, as someone said in the chat. Awesome trade, not easy. Definitely a guy who knows what he's doing. Keep up the hard work. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, brother. Well, obviously, it's been a difficult start to the year, and some people inside the group, they're a little frustrated, of course, because, you know, it happens, guys. We take we have losing streaks sometimes, and, you know, we started the year, we had a losing streak, and there's not much I can do about it apart from just tell you guys to have patience, trust that we are going to make a lot of money this year, and have the correct risk management, because sometimes you will throw out the window when you're not seeing results and not seeing payouts. And there you go. That is us out. Has it taken me out? Why is it glitching? What is this? Stop. Yeah, okay. So it's taken me out. There we go. Let's go on top step as well. Alright, I'm out. And that's pretty much it, guys. You know, one thing that I seen on social media recently, and I was having a look at a few other traders, right? Not trying to look at their strategies at all, but I see the way they react to their trades. Let's say they make like 10 bands, like $10,000, right? And they catch a winning trade. They're literally jumping, screaming, throwing their chair at the walls. Guys, this is not how you want to be. And if you want to be professional, you guys want to think about longevity, about keeping your accounts. If you're extremely emotional like that, you're going to one day, when you have a losing trade, imagine what they're like when they lose money. If they're like that when they make money, and when they lose money, trust me, behind the scenes, they're all in. They're over leveraging their accounts every time, and that's what happens. This is why you need the same thought process and same reaction to your wins or your losses. You just have the same mood the whole time. And guys, you've seen me make 50 or 100k in a day, especially the other day. That was my biggest win ever. When we hit final TP, that trade of 93,000 or whatever, that was my biggest trade I've ever done. Not the most amount of handles, but due to the fact that I've grown my capital in 2024, and now we've hit final TP, that was my biggest trade ever. And I was not screaming everywhere. I just told you guys, said that's it. All right, cool. Final TP hit, done. And the other day, yeah, it was last week. I believe it was last Friday. Yeah, last Friday we hit 135 handles or so. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. We are done for the day here. We do not take another trade. If we have a winning trade, even if it's only 25 points, you will never see me taking... I was at a funeral. Sorry for your loss, brother. Passed a combine, first day made 4k, next day lost myself and blown the account. Also, guys, I'm also creating a Excel sheet so you guys don't have to, because I know many of you inside of the group that you've made Excel sheets of all the trades I took last year, and I do have that. Thanks to someone inside the group who did make that. I appreciate it a lot. And I'll try find that and I'll send it in so you guys can see what it was like month to month from last year. And I've made an Excel sheet of all the trades that we've already taken this year, and I'm going to keep it updated every single week. And then each week I'm going to post it inside the group for you guys so you can see each week how it updates, how much money we've made on the year, what the win rate is. Possibly so far the win rate is probably below 50%, I believe probably in the 30s or so, but win rate doesn't matter. It also depends on the R multiple as well, because if you're mostly getting 1-to-1s, which usually that is the case, to be honest, our win rate can be a little bit higher if you're getting lower R multiples, because sometimes we only get a 1-to-1 due to the fact it hits first DP. Our first DP was at like a 1-to-2, no, a 1-to-1.2, I mean, and our second DP was at, say, a 1-to-2 or so, and then our final is obviously at a 1-to-5 or whatever it was. But yeah, win rate doesn't matter. It just matters by the end of the year you work out how much money you've made. That's how I see it. I don't really care about win rate. I care about how much money I've actually made, pulled out of the prop firms and my live account at the end of the year. So that's one thing that we're doing every weekend. I'll post that Excel sheet in so you guys can see it update as the week goes. Gio Milo, any chance you will look into the second macro and guide for taking a trade? Well, I am done for the day here, but I could monitor the second day macro, to be honest. Drop me a message on Telegram, but I'm not going to obviously take any trades at all, but I could mark out the key levels and tell you where price is likely to draw to. However, we're not going to be taking any trades. The problem I have with Discord, if I minimize the screen, the video does not come back. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I mean, I don't understand the way Discord works. I'm still trying to figure out to this day, because the whole time it's been YouTube and Telegram. And I've also just filmed a full podcast. Well, it's not really a podcast because it was only me, but I've filmed a video where I've answered everyone's questions. So on Instagram, if you've seen about Ask Me a Question, then everyone asked loads of questions, and I've made a video about that. So that's going to be dropping probably on the weekend or so. So I need to get that edited and send that off to my editor. I've also done the day in the life vlog, so that's done. That should probably be out tonight, to be honest. I'm going to try work on finish editing that, because my editor's trying to edit obviously the podcast I just done, but the day in the life's already been filmed and it's pretty much done editing. It's got me and my friend ICT Keswick, is probably what you know him as, or Ben Keswick. So we're both in that vlog, and that was the little day in the life of what we get up to be honest. It's a pretty simple lifestyle. A lot of people would be thinking like Lambos and Uruses driving around and shit. It's not really like that, to be honest. It's more of just a basic lifestyle. Of course we spend money and shit, but it's a basic lifestyle, because if it gets too crazy when it comes to trading at 9:30, you're not going to be with it in the head. I just think about taking the right supplements, making sure I never miss a day in the gym, staying disciplined not only on trading but also on other aspects of my life, taking care of other businesses that I run and sorting other things out, and just making sure stuff like that done, because every day is not, it's not party every single day, because then you're never going to be successful, guys. But anyway, I will catch you guys tomorrow, and I'll upload this stream on YouTube for you guys, and them two videos will be out shortly. So speak to you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, someone asked one more question. Milo, can I request a payout after 10 trading days on Apex? Yeah, you can. So it's actually 8 trading days. So 8 trading days with Apex. And so if you submit a payout today, then you won't be able to submit, even if you make enough money, you won't be able to submit another payout until you get to another 8 trading days. So every 8 trading days, or I believe it's actually 8 days which are above $50. So they have to be 8 winning days above $50, because you can't just because otherwise it stops people from initially entering with, say they're like, oh, okay, 1 micro, that'll be a trading day. That doesn't count as a trading day on Apex. You actually need to get a trading day above $50 in order for it to be a valid trading day. But yeah, you should be able to submit a payout, and you can submit payouts of Apex whenever you like now. There's no actual 1 to 5 and 20 to 25th of the month anymore. You can submit whenever. So check at the end of the day whether you're eligible to submit a payout or not. And that's that. So guys, but I'll be back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.